Well, for those of you that have been following the channel, my whole 15 subscribers, you would have noticed in the last couple of videos that I've been having some GoPro issues. I think the sound issue with the GoPro was because the microphone going into the back of the GoPro detached itself slightly. Probably when I was taking my lid off to have a vape, and I've obviously not noticed that the microphone jacks popped out. The GoPro also kept cutting out, so I don't know what the issue with that was and why it was cutting out. I don't know if it was maybe just because it was a hot day, so every so often I'm just checking in the mirror to make sure that little red light's flashing, and if it is, I know that it's recording. So today I've just got some errands to do in Edinburgh, so I thought that I would just bring the GoPro along and test it, just to make sure that it's working again. What I've done with it is I've done a factory reset, so I've basically just put the GoPro back to its original state as when it was new, obviously with the latest updates, and just reconfigured my settings that I normally use. Fuel prices, they have been coming down slightly, still far too expensive in my opinion. No need for it, it's just sheer greed from these oil companies and energy companies. So it's another cracking day here in the capital. The last few days it's been a lot cooler. It is still quite cool today. I've just got a t-shirt on under the jacket and I can feel it. I've had to zip up the vents, but yeah, it's another dry day. I think it's to rain later on, so I should be back home by then anyway. Now this is just typical Edinburgh traffic. Traffic lights held on red. It's even worse at night. See what I mean? That was about, what, 7 cars and a truck got through. I hate this city, I really do. Trying to get through it, it's an absolute nightmare. It really is. Right, up here, cycle lanes with these stupid bollards. The city has got these all over the place. Now this used to be 2 lanes and it's now effectively 1 lane with bollards. Bus stops in between them. Makes my job hard at work. Now look at this cluster fuck up here. Look at it. This is a lay-by, and look at it, there's even a fucking zebra crossing on it. What the fuck is that all about? So here we are, continuing on. Bike lanes for cyclists. And have you noticed all the cyclists that are using them? Yeah, same here. I don't know where this clown's going. Oh, the fruit and veg man's been stopped. I've seen that guy driving about. He drives about like a complete bell end. I tell you though, I'm getting some good mileage out of this bike. 68.8 mile to the gallon. It's not too bad. Strong smelly hash. Somebody's on the wacky backy. Now if I was a Deliveroo cunt, I'd be up the inside of him. That's the bike racked up. 1446 mile now. Quite good going. Right, up here used to be a roundabout. It used to be a free flowing roundabout. Never ever had any problems here. So what did the council do? We'll widen the pavement and we'll narrow the road and we'll put a set of lights in. Look to my left. Look at the width of that fucking pavement. Look at it. Now this used to be a roundabout here. And see, try to get buses round here. It's a nightmare. Even getting a car round, it's a nightmare. If you're doing your motorbike test, this is perfect for a hill start. Jesus Christ. I won't show up on camera obviously, but trust me, it's a hill. And again, it's red lights. Welcome to fucking Edinburgh. Red lights. Red light city. Well, the GoPro still seems to be recording, so that's a bonus. This city is a shithole, really, isn't it? Constantly sat at fucking traffic lights. See what I mean? Fucking lights. This is the city centre again, but from the other side. This is Waterloo Place. To my left and right there's a graveyard. They cut right through the middle of it when they were building this street. There to the right, the arches, that was used in Fast and Furious, along with a few other scenes. Underneath it was where they filmed Trainspotting, or one of the scenes for Trainspotting. That's when Renton's running down the street and a Ford Sierra pulls out a side street and sort of like dances over the bonnet. That's where that was filmed. Now this is the famous North Bridge, also used in Shallow Grave. Now that film 4 film with Ewan McGregor. Now this bridge, they've been repairing it for the last 5 years, maybe 6. Only took just over a year to build this. This is the second one, the first one fell down. And they reckon that this won't be complete until 2025. It's getting restored, so they say. What they're not telling you is it's actually getting strengthened as well for the council's train set. See what I mean about every light in Edinburgh? Red. If you're really morbid than that, you can go in there and you'll see it's an anatomical museum at Surgeons Hall. You'll see preserved body parts. But if you want to see the skeleton of William Burke, you'll need to go round to the college for that, and they only open it once a month, I believe. I don't even know if they're still doing it since the pandemic. There we go, there's another red light. It's like this all the way up the road. You'll get stopped at every red light. Now we'll come to this set and they'll be at red. If not, they'll go to red. They're at red. So you can't even get out of second gear. Now this is MOTO Street. It runs all the way down to Cameron Toll. It's a dead straight road. Watch the lanes. Watch what way the lanes go. Now this is a dead straight road all the way down the hill. You got the bollards for the cyclists. It's just a shame that flipping van's on the road. You would have been able to see it better. Oh, lights aren't working, happy days. I'll hang back from the van and you'll see it, it's just coming up. Now you can clearly see this is a straight road. Oh, a lot of motorbikes get stolen from these guest houses, so if you're ever coming to Edinburgh, watch your bike, especially in these guest houses, because the guest house owners, they won't tell the guests that are coming on motorcycles that there's a good chance that their bike will get swiped. If you do come and you're coming on your bike, make sure it's chained up. Right, as I was saying, it's a straight road. Watch what way it's going to go. There we go, I'm out. Now when they first put these lanes up here, you can just see the faint original markings. You can just see the hatching. Now when they first done this, there we go, another red light. They done this during the first pandemic. I was coming down here at night in the van, and obviously I'm just following the lane, and I actually thought I was on the wrong side of the road. I was like, bloody hell. Here we go. In between these arrows here, you can see the original road, the original lane divider. Now this GoPro is still recording, so maybe the factory reset has done the trick. Again, this is a main artery in and out the city, and it used to be 2 lanes. Well, it was a bus lane coming up here and going down there, but during lockdown they had that bus lane there on the right. They had that fully coned off like what we've got here on the left. And when things started to pick up, this place was just an absolute bomb site. Rammed with cars. Buses couldn't use the bus lane. So we just went under a set of average speed cameras after we exited the roundabout there, and there's the other side, the other cameras up there. So they've got you always, come on you. I mean, for a capital city, the condition of the roads are terrible. They really are. Again, more red lights. Are we surprised yet? No. Thought it was bright, never had my shade down. Eyes were starting to nip there. Oh, there we go, another red light. They must see me coming when I'm driving and say, right, I'm going to cross the road, press the button to stop them, to slow them down. To piss them off.